in our backyard, and we're going to see storms in Oklahoma City along the dry line. The jet stream winds are weaker. The tornado threat is much lower today than what we had yesterday. It's not zero.
Not ruling it out,
Not zero. Some days we can say, hey, it's zero. We're not going to have no tornadoes. Today it's not zero, but it is much lower than yesterday. Team of trackers, army of trackers, they are out, and they're doing what they do, and that's hunt down Oklahoma. Crazy, nutty, severe weather, and we have it going on now, running from central into southwestern Oklahoma. All right, let's go to the one and only Jim Gardner up top. We get an update from Jim. And this is a rotating thunderstorm. We're getting scud developing under the updraft. The pressure's lower. This whole thing is spinning. As the pressure's lower, we start to pull in, and we get condensate where the air is being pulled in into the updraft. And this can sometimes turn into that wall cloud. Again, tornado threat's low, but not zero. Let's go to Jim Gardner and get an update. And Jim, you're on the supercell down to our southwest of Oklahoma City, making its way towards the metro, slowly but surely. Jim, go ahead.
That's right, David. I'm about approximately 4.5 miles southeast of the town of Ellick, shooting back to the west on this storm, which is probably going to track over Ellick. But it's not quite as defined as the last time. But I can tell you, David, it is throwing out hail out of this rotating. It's rotating slow, but it's throwing hail out from this storm. And there's heavy rain in front of it, a lot of cloud to ground lightning in front of this. And as you can see, like you said, David, it is trying to form a wall cloud underneath there. And we just keep watching it. We'll keep you updated. Jim Gardner live from Bob Mills, Scotty's 9. Back to you.
All right. Great job, Jim. Jim worked a ton, or let's say he flew a ton of hours yesterday, and he's back up today. Slowly lifting into the updraft here. That's what we call an updraft lowering at this point, more than a wall cloud. It's not really turning, but an updraft lowering. All right. Okay, back to it. Lynx 1 severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. Trackers are out. Weather team is in, and Jim Gardner is up. We're ready to go. All right, so there's your watch box, Oklahoma City, right in the middle of it. That, again, will pay off, and I think it's a good plan. Not a tornado watch because conditions are more favorable for large hail, damaging winds with, again, that low tornado risk. But here's your line, and I mean it is taking off now, running from Kansas down into Texas, Oklahoma City, right here. Thunderstorms going up east of Kingfisher down to Okarche. We have J.D. west of Guthrie. He's watching these cells. We have Tom watching the Okarche storm, and these are going to increase and make their way at least scattered into the Oklahoma City area the next couple of hours. So if you have any evening plans outside, just don't unplug. If you're at a ceremony or a graduation, whatever, doesn't matter. Don't unplug. Stay plugged in. Large hail, damaging winds, and lightning and thunder. That's going to be a problem too, obviously. So the storm down near Chickasha, it went up. It was pretty big, and now that's weakened. The other supercell down here where Brandon is and Jim are, we're watching that. That's slowly making its way towards Ellick. Nickel, dime, quarter-size hail in that. The Chickasha storm northwest of town has weakened. Other smaller cells going up east of Kingfisher, south of Kingfisher, and any one of these, I think these will end up being severe. Up north, broken line of storms going up east of Enid. You're not going to get anything in Enid. It's going to be east of you, but you folks in Ponca City down to Stillwater, Guthrie, heads up, line developing to your west, doing a storm track on the, we'll call it the Chickasha storm, Tiger Safari at 6 o'clock, downtown Oklahoma City at 7:11, but right now it is weakening. The second storm down the line, the stronger storm, how about Cole at 6:06? We've said Cole's name too many times the last several weeks. Newcastle, 6:29, and we'll say Sooner Mall at about 6:34 coming into the South Metro, but additional storms will develop. So a low to a moderate threat of severe weather. That moderate threat is where we're going to have more numerous storms this evening, okay? That's going to run from northern into central into south central Oklahoma. Large hail, damaging winds with a low tornado threat. My tornado zone, it's low overall, but it's not zero. Out ahead of that line, as these storms are still lonely or by themselves or kind of separated, we'll still have that tornado threat, even though it's very, very low and isolated, okay? We're watching it. Hail sizes, lots of nickel, dime, quarter. We'll have some golf balls, and there might be a couple of tennis balls thrown in. We'll watch that carefully. Right now, nothing that big. Wind speeds here, 60 to 70 miles per hour. Could have a couple of gusts. Storms go up, they collapse. Could see a couple of gusts close to 80. So this is Future Next Gen Live through this evening, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, look where the action is, northern, central, southern Oklahoma. This is a model, won't be exactly right, but you get the picture here. Thunderstorms, again, lined up, running from north to central to southern Oklahoma. Large hail, damaging winds, and we're going to have some localized flooding. Flooding could be a problem, and these storms aren't going to be moving very quickly at all. Rain amounts will be impressive. So this evening, 60% chance for scattered storms in Oklahoma City. It's happening in the West Metro, beginning to go up now through northern, southern, and eastern Oklahoma. And then overnight, guess what? Rain in Texas, upper storm. That's your weekend rain. Starts to come out of Texas, lifting northbound and down. Lows tonight in the 60s, 50s in the northwest. Highs tomorrow in the 70s. Let me point this out. Read it carefully. It will not rain and storm all day. It'll be off and on. I think we'll have some rain in the morning. We might get a break in the afternoon. More rain tomorrow evening. More rain off and on into Sunday and Monday. Mom's Day still looks wet. Here we go. Guys, we're tracking this severe weather